coming from like kind of older, back when I used to have to literally buy film in high school, and I was like very particular. I could only take like one photo, and I'm like, well, that's the one I have. Yeah. Now that I can take an abundance, like what we call digital hoarding, I can take like 500 photos and then pick which one. Yeah. You have a photo shoot in the bathroom. Hey. Okay. So this one is kind of I don't know. I kind of want y'all to be honest. I'm gonna vote. My phone isn't. Well, my phone's dead, but I definitely post pictures sometimes to feel sexy or validated or pretty or a combination of all three. And I think we have to sort of notice when those things are happening so we don't get down on ourselves, because as I showed you in one of the other slides, like, someone not liking a picture doesn't mean the picture isn't pretty. It just means someone didn't like it. And someone not hearting a picture doesn't mean that it's not a beautiful picture and that you're not beautiful. It just means someone didn't like it. But I think we get so attached to those, like, buttons that don't mean anything beyond the app that it's on. But it's, like, important right then for people to like it. So, that's pretty cool. Okay. Well, interesting. Does anyone feel like reality TV has made it even more, like, pressure to look beautiful, or magazines as well, to feel beautiful on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook? Someone elaborate. Talk to me.
I was gonna say, I think so. Like, I follow a lot of celebrities on Instagram, actually. And it's really funny because, like, if you follow Kim Kardashian, like, she'll take, like, a professional photo that she doesn't have through a photo shoot, and then Instagram that.
Have it emailed to her and then post it.
So, like, it's just interesting because I feel like definitely media and, like, all this, like, especially, like, reality TV and, like, stuff like that. And I'm talking about Kim Kardashian, but I'll just use her for example. Even just her on the show, you know, it's kind of like that's an interpretation because, like, society thinks she's so pretty. Like, I know many times I'm just like, oh, I love her eyelashes, or oh, I love how she, like, contours her face. Like, you know, and, like, we'll find, like, if you look on YouTube, like, get the Kim Kardashian curl, or, like, Kim Kardashian, like, contour your face.
There's someone has I have a sew-in. Someone has weave called, like, it's called, like, a Kim Kardashian Brazilian or something like that, which marketed, it's marketable, but this was one of those things where you could type, like, an actual response, but this is another question, like, have you ever, let's see, of course we all do, I've done my makeup, make sure my hair is, yes, I have too, but it's just sort of daunting that we are bombarded with so many images. It's sort of hard not to want to fix stuff because of all the stuff we have to look at and see. Okay, so let's talk about pictures of parts, not of our faces, but of, like, from here down, or from here down, or just here, or sort of, like, tilted and some of your head's cut off and all that. Why do we post pictures of that stuff? Like, let's talk about it. Anybody throw something out, it doesn't matter. I was just going to say, I thought it was, after you showed the, like, top one forever, I realized that the phones are always in front of the faces, so you're carefully... Yeah, you're cutting yourself, body because there is no face. No face. And all this work that people have done to get people to look at the whole person and not just look at from here down, and literally we're doing it to cover our face. Well, like, even... These pictures, sorry, they're kind of, I picked a range, but these are pictures that were posted on Instagram and Tumblr, and some of them are pictures of faces, some of them aren't, and some of them are, like, with the phone in the front, but I put these on here because I wanted us to, like, realize that if we're posting pictures of things and it's not our face and we're covering our faces and we're criticizing ourselves, we're sort of, like, chopping ourselves up into these pieces and not really giving people an opportunity to see us as we are. And it's not like there's a solution or here, this is wrong and this is right, but it's just, like, being aware that you have a lot more to offer people than just the pictures and the parts. And it's really easy to get caught up into that routine of taking pictures and not being aware of what you're doing. But it's really important that you value yourself in your image, and you look beautiful regardless if someone likes it or not. Like, that's important. But I'm gonna read some of the statistics off of them because it's pretty interesting. Women are most prevalent on Facebook, and this was 2011. This one is 20. This is 2013. This one is 2011 or no 2012. So actually, should have gone in a different order. But 42 million women in the U.S. Participate in social media at least on a weekly basis. Let's see, and it has 56% of women participate in Facebook, 55 on Twitter. There's some other ones which y'all probably don't care. And LinkedIn has gotten better. It's like at 48%. It used to be less than that. So professional social networking is pretty cool. Social networking is cool in general, but I think it's cool if you're doing it for job purposes because it pays the bills. And then this sort of, it's really, really hard to see, but this is called the geosocial universe, and it has this really interesting, like each social network is a planet, and like the sun is everybody, so it's like 5.9 billion people on social networks at any given time, and this is like all the places that they could be. Facebook is the largest, and then there's Twitter. Instagram is somewhere in there, it's small, even though they just celebrated like their billionth user or something, and which is a big deal for a small social network. But yeah, that one was cool. And then this one talks about age demographics and how much women use social networks versus men. We're kind of even. Men use 95% of men use Facebook, 88% of women. But we're kind of even in here, which I'm happy about, I guess, to know that, like, we're all on social networks taking pictures and liking stuff and not liking stuff. But, yeah. So does anyone, questions, comments? I have a few other things, but I wanted to open it up for a little bit of discussion about stuff. Natty.
Can we also talk about how, like, catty I feel like Facebook and, like, social networks make people judging pictures? Like,
oh, yeah.
I know that sometimes, especially if I'm, like, in on a weekend, I'll sit there and, like, look at other people's pictures and be like, she ain't even that cute. He's not even worth it.
Yeah.
Like, just, like, clicking through when, like, I totally know they're like, she took this picture at that angle because she had that pimple.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and let's talk about that. Let's also. It's interesting. We post what we think is cool. So if I'm having a bad PMS day, I'm not gonna take a picture of me being at home sitting on the couch watching Bad Girls Club reruns or whatever's going on. I think that it's a lot of us trying to like. Oh, this is what they did. This is what I did. Let me take a picture. Oh, well, I look cool doing this. Did they look cool doing this? It's a battle, a teeter-totter for everyone. I don't know. Any thoughts? Go ahead.
Yeah, like there have been studies done where like some people have gotten to the point where they're more concerned about what their image is on like social media than their actual life, and so like their life is on social media and they have nothing outside of it. All they're concerned about is
that
what
one
people see. Yeah.
for sure. Has anyone ever experienced this sort of like depressed is a heavy word, but certainly something that we can use if it's accurate, like depressed about how you look versus how everyone else is looking, because you see everyone else's pictures and it's like, oh really? Everyone's yeah, like oh damn, I didn't do anything this week, and everyone else got engaged, got a dog, got a boyfriend, got a house, aced a test. I don't know.
I had 6 friends get engaged over Christmas.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Bless you.
That was really
Yeah,
awesome.
that
I'm
can.
not going out and buying a ring pop and taking a picture.
Well, and of course, because then we take pictures of all the good stuff. Like I said a second ago, we don't take it. Some people take pictures of bad stuff. I don't know, but to post on a social network, it's like your own branding. Like you're branding yourself, and so for branding purposes, you want everything to look flawless because you want someone to be like, this girl, this woman, this man, perfection. It's just pure perfection. Let's see.
I was gonna say, I think like something with our generation is that we're so caught up in capturing the moment rather than enjoying it.
Yeah.
So like no matter what we're doing, I think like a lot of times like if we're like traveling or something, we're like trying to take photos instead of just like embracing what it is. So like we do that with our own bodies and like, relationships to so many things. Like we want to take a picture of it, like instead of just appreciating it. But I think that goes with like how we have like internet and so much social networking because now everything's so publicized and just put out there. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is the most messed up phrase.
And like kind of going off. Oh, sorry, you guys were just saying.
Go ahead.
Okay, I kind of going off of that, like, I feel like there's almost this pressure too when, like, you know they're gonna be pictures, they're probably gonna end up on Facebook, so you gotta look cute. And then also, like, I've caught myself saying probably this to you when we get ready, like, oh, I can't wear that outfit. There are already plenty of pictures of me on Facebook in it.
Yeah.
Never mind how good it makes me feel.
Yeah.
Like if it's a cute outfit, of course I wore it sometime. Of course I feel good in it.
Yeah.
But if it's already on Facebook, if I already have a profile pic in it, like, probably not.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was gonna say too. Is that like, or the opposite? Like, if I wear a cute outfit and there are no pictures, I'm just like, well, that was a waste. Like,
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
you still were
You
out
still
like in public with your outfit, but I'll be like,
And
oh, I'll have to
probably
wear
had
that
a good
again when there are
time.
pictures because that was a waste, and that seems so silly thinking about it, but.
This is another. This is perfect. This is a perfect segue. I had a question, and I was like, maybe this will be weird, but you all will get it. What's more valuable to you, a compliment from someone or a documented like/heart on a picture? Like, if someone paid you a compliment right now and said, "Girl, you look the bomb," or they went on your page and said, "Girl, you look hot as hell on this picture." Which one is more valuable to you? Something that's documented, something that can be seen by everyone, or something that you can keep and it's just yours? You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but it's just something to think about. Like, what are we more concerned about having something for everyone else to see, or everyone that you follow, or everyone that follows you, or something that's just for ourselves, something we can like keep and take with us? And maybe it's not about our physical. Maybe it's about, you did a great job with studying or whatever. Cooking. Let's talk about cooking, not studying. We're not studying right now. Socializing. But yeah, so that's something else that I sort of thought about while I was making this, because I was like, we can talk about all this stuff, but it's really just a personal experience that you have when you get on Facebook and you have like 6 pictures that someone commented, liked, or whatever, versus if you get on Facebook and nothing has happened in the last hour. And you're just like, but I posted an album. So what took place? All right.
Sparkles, I think that anonymity helps because one, being rude, you have anonymity, so you're like, I can be rude.
Yeah.
No one will know I'm being rude.
Yeah.
And also on the compliments, if someone tells you your face, you look amazing today, you have to pretend to not be full of yourself. You're like, oh, I got this on sale.
Yeah.
But on Facebook, be like, they don't know that I'm like, you do look great.
There's. Why did I go backwards and around? This was not good thing. Maybe I'll just open it up on here and then put it up on there. There was an article written in USA Today about social network usage and minorities that I just think is interesting. If I can find it. The gist of the article is that minorities are no longer a minority on social networks. The popularity of Twitter, Instagram among blacks is surging. 83% of internet users between the ages of 18 and 29 use social media. White women under 50 drawn to Pinterest. Let's see. I'm just going to throw stats out. Let's see. Among black internet users, 26% use Twitter, far outpacing whites and Hispanics, 19%. And 14% in August. 18% of black internet users were using Twitter. Let's see. Black users of Instagram is 23%, outnumbered Hispanics by 18%. And African American and Hispanics are leading the way in terms of buying smartphones and tablets. Women outnumber men on Instagram, 16% to 10. Let's see. The gender difference. Did I just pass it? There it is. The gender difference on social media usage was most noticeable in Pinterest and online pinboard, which is 5% of men. Which is interesting. In Europe, Pinterest is popular with men. So, like, more men. It's a majority men thing, which I thought was really interesting. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. Any thoughts as to why that might be? Why that surge has happened? Anyone got a guess? It's certainly no wrong answer.